Hi everybody, thank you for watching. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I think I'm going to call it Flashback Fall Favorites or something along those lines. But basically what I want to do is go through my past favorites videos from both September and October, pull out the makeup items that I said that I was absolutely in love with, they made it into my favorites category, and just see, where are they now? Are they still a favorite? Do I not use them anymore? What are my thoughts on them? It was a lot of fun watching the old videos and seeing what were some of my favorites from this time last year. So if you are ready for a little fall flashback, let's go ahead and get started. I've really been wanting to do some more of these types of like flashback, throwback type of videos on my channel because we buy so much new makeup and we're always so excited about all the new releases, and then we kind of like forget about what's in our collection. And I know people do like the Throwback Thursday and Flashback Friday tutorials. I have something up my sleeve coming up very soon for some of those, but I know those are really popular, but I'm trying to think of ways to incorporate some of these older items, and I thought this could be something really fun to just kind of peek back into my old videos. If anybody has any other ideas for these kind of like flashback videos, please let me know because I am all ears right now. I would love some more ideas, and I hope that you guys like this one. But I thought it was really funny because when I was looking at my September favorites from last year, one of the very first items that I mentioned was this eyeshadow palette from Tarte Cosmetics in collaboration with Styled by Hrush, who is a celebrity makeup artist. I talk about this palette so much. I love this palette. It's one of my absolute favorites. Obviously, it made it into a favorites video last year. I just put it in my favorite limited edition makeup video. It's unfortunately no longer for sale. I know someone commented in my limited edition video and said they randomly found it in their Ulta. It's not on the Ulta website or the Tarte website, but they found it in Ulta stores, which I thought was really cool. And so I thought that was fun. Maybe it might still be in your Ulta, but I loved this palette. I still love this palette. I take it traveling with me all of the time. It's one of my absolute staple go-tos. So it's really funny. This one was a win. I loved it last year in September. I love it now in September. So yeah, Tarte Styled by Hrush, still one of my favorites. Another item, and this one made me pretty tickled when I saw it because I just used it in my previous makeup tutorial. This is an eyeliner from Colourpop. It's in collaboration with Kathleen Lights, and it's the Mr. Bing eyeliner. I thought it was so funny because it was only like 2 days after I filmed that tutorial that I was looking up these old videos, and I saw Mr. Bing in there, and I was like, no way, I just used that in a tutorial. So obviously, I still am loving on this eyeliner. I really do recommend the Colourpop liners, just like I mentioned in that tutorial video. These are only $5, and they are some of the best eyeliners around. They're very creamy, they go right onto the waterline, and they really stay there. They are very, very long lasting. They have so many different colors in there. If you love wearing brown eyeliners, which I do, I love brown in the waterline, check out Mr. Bing. Such a good color. This one's definitely still a favorite of mine. That's awesome. Next up in September 2016 that I mentioned as a favorite was the Tarte Shape Tape. Oh yes, Tarte Shape Tape made it into my favorites last year. Can you believe that it was last year that this concealer came out? It's funny too, is I think that it would have been right around September because I feel like I bought this right away when it came out. I just like concealers. It's something that I wear every single day, no matter what. So I saw that Tarte was coming out with a new one. I love Tarte. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and buy that concealer. And then I was so happy because everybody lost their minds and it kept being sold out, and I was like, you go girl, you already got that concealer. So I was so excited about it. This one, I'm in shade light medium, and this is almost gone. I need a new one, and I will definitely be repurchasing this one. This is totally still a favorite. It's been a favorite all throughout this year, and that's really awesome to see that it was a favorite back in September. Oh yes, Tarte Shape Tape. Gotta love it. This next one did make me a little sad though. This next favorite that I mentioned in September was the Lancome Juicy Shaker, and this was in Boomerang. I recently did a lipstick declutter, and I chose to declutter this one. I was like, oh man, it made it into a favorites video, and now I'm decluttering it. I do feel like I got some good uses out of it. I really did enjoy it. I liked having a lip oil. I think this was one of my first lip oils that I really got, and then I remember I had this one, and then I got a couple other ones, and then I was really liking all of those, so I was able to try a lot, but this was like my original lip oil, and I really did enjoy it. I thought it was really nice, so when I saw it in the favorites video, I was like, man, I should have held on to it, but I was trying so hard to be ruthless in my lipstick declutter, but it is still a really nice lip oil. It really is. Oh, we just had to part ways. Item that I featured in my September favorites was a liquid lipstick. This is from Smashbox Cosmetics in the shade Stepping Out. Oh yes, I do love the Smashbox lipsticks. I do have one or two other shades of the Smashbox lipsticks. These are really, really, really good, very long lasting liquid lipsticks. And I remember that I probably love this shade so much, especially for September, because it's a really good fall shade, like one of those really deep kind of brown nudes. Really beautiful, looks really nice on the lips. Very long lasting. These are more pricey. I think they're like $24, but if you're someone who you really love liquid lipsticks and you're always on the hunt for that really good, long lasting yet not super dry liquid lipstick, I would say check out the Smashbox one. If you like these kind of like brown nudes, check out Stepping Out. Definitely a favorite color. Seeing it in the favorites video, I was like, oh yes, this makes me just want to pull it out again and wear it because I did love this lipstick. Last makeup item that I mentioned in September, even last year I was mentioning other products like fashion and books and things like that, but the last makeup item that I mentioned was actually a kit that I bought from Benefit. I purchased their Soft and Natural Brow Kit, I believe it was, from Sephora. It came with a couple different items in there. It came with a goof proof pencil, the highbrow pencil, and then also the brow setter. And I really did enjoy this. Different sets for different items that you would want, and I decided to go with the Soft and Natural, and I was in the shade 3, so my goof proof came in a 3. I had previously gotten the goof proof. I got a sample of it and I got it in a shade 2, and I wanted to try 3, and I thought the 3 looked better on me. The highbrow I don't use as much. It's that kind of like pinkish shade to kind of highlight under the brow. I don't do it a ton. I typically do it with eyeshadows, so I don't reach for this a whole lot, but the brow setter, I do use this one quite a bit. Kind of nice and smaller. This is a full size, but it's a smaller product and I can take it traveling with me quite a bit. So I really got a lot of use out of this. The goof proof is like my OG brow pencil. I still reach for this one so often. So that was a good value for me. I still give this one a thumbs up. I was very happy with that. So those are all of my favorites for September of 2016, and then moving into October, one of my favorites mentioned in there was from Too Faced, and this is the Better Than Sex mascara. And it's so funny too because I pulled this out the other day and used it. I was like, ooh, I should probably throw this away. So now seeing that it was a favorite last year, I'm like, oh yeah, that meant I was using it a lot last year, so I really should throw it away. But honestly, it's just, there's barely any product left in it. So I used this up. This really is one of my favorite mascaras. I know that I'm now on a break with Too Faced and I'm not purchasing Too Faced at the moment, but I still use their products and they still have a lot of products that I really enjoy, one being the Better Than Sex mascara. I have gone through probably like 3 of these, 3 full sizes, and I've probably gone through even more mini sizes. I do recommend this all the time. I've recommended it to a lot of my friends in real life. I know they've bought this mascara because of me. I just really do like it, so it's funny to see that I was wearing this so much last year that it made it into a favorites video, but it still is. It's just a good mascara. I can't help it. It just is. Some more favorites that I had in October were from Sigma. So I mentioned the Sigmagic brush shampoo and also the Sigma Express cleaning glove. And this is pretty funny to me as well because I just had these out. I was just cleaning my makeup brushes. They're drying right now. This is the Sigma Dry and Shape Tower, I believe it's what it's called. So you can put your brushes in there and dry them. But definitely I still use these all the time. My glove is pretty much just always out on my bathroom sink. I know it drives my husband crazy, but I'm like, I use this every day. It seems so pointless to always put it in a drawer just to bring it back out because I do my makeup almost every single day and I'm constantly cleaning my brushes. So this is awesome. You can see in here that it has all these different grooves and edges on there to clean the brushes, and then same on the other side. There's also like a little handle here if you want to put your hand in, and then you can clean your brushes that way. You can see my glove is dirty because I literally just used it for all of my foundation brushes. That'd be dirty. So the glove is awesome. They also have a bigger size version of it as well. And Sigmagic shampoo, this is either my 2nd or 3rd bottle. I go through this quite a bit because again, I clean my brushes a lot, and this is one of the best brush shampoos that I have used, and it's also 100% natural. It's super good for your brushes because you have to think about what you're cleaning your brushes with. Brushes are going on your face. You obviously want to be using good ingredients when you do clean your brushes, and the Sigmagic is awesome for that. So yeah, these are definitely still some of my absolute favorites. They're always sitting out. And then the last item that I had for a makeup favorite in October, I also mentioned a couple of Sigma brushes, but I love Sigma brushes. That really doesn't change. But then the final makeup item that I mentioned was the Smashbox Photo Matte Eyes Palette. I was obsessed with this palette when I first got it. Like, obsessed. Mine is dirty. It has been so loved. It came with a brush, and it's actually a good brush. You don't get that a lot in palettes, but it was a very neutral, very, you know, basic matte palette. It reminded me a little bit of like the Kat Von D palette with all of these neutrals in here, but you got a lot of different like shade options in the Kat Von D, I thought, because you had like some pinks. There was a really cool blue over here that I really enjoyed. You still got your blacks, tons of browns, all different shades, cool tone, warm tone. I mean, you just got a lot of different options in here, and I use this palette so often, and I truly, like, I'm trying to think of the last time I used this palette. I know I put it in favorites videos, I put it in favorite eyeshadow palettes videos. Like, I love this palette, and this is a reason why I'm excited to do more types of videos like these, to be able to go through my collection and pull things out that I remember loving so much, because I'm like, I can't remember the last time I used it, because I'm always using the new eyeshadow palettes and buying the new eyeshadow palettes and all of these things. Like, I want to go back to some of my favorites, and this definitely was. I need to pull this out again and play with it, because I had so much fun playing with this, and it's definitely beginner friendly too. Like, this was really helpful when I was a beginner. Very easy shades, easy to blend, so I definitely want to pull this one out again because I had so much fun with it. So the Smashbox Photo Matte Eyes palette, I'm pretty sure it's still around. I don't think it was a limited edition palette, so I'll link it down below. One of my favorites, and I will be using this again very soon. I'm excited to play with it again. Okay, so that is everything for my flashback fall favorites video. Some of my favorites from last year, September and October. I will link my favorites videos for September and October down below in case you want like a flashback Samantha at all, if you would like to view those videos. I'll go ahead and put the links down below. It's so funny to watch some of those old videos and just kind of see how you grow and kind of how you get more confident, how my background changed, and all of that fun stuff. It's even funnier when you go even farther back to when I was filming off my phone and how different that was. Oh my gosh, it's so funny, but I really want to do more of these types of videos. So let me know what other ideas you have and what else I can do, because that just got me in like such a fun mood, seeing some of the makeup that I loved and seeing what I think about it today, and if it's lasted throughout the year and if I still love it. So if you have any other ideas or suggestions for me for these type of flashback videos, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, let me know what you thought about the makeup that I mentioned, or what do you remember that you were loving last year? Are you still loving it this year? I would absolutely love to know. But if you guys did enjoy this video, I hope that you will give it a thumbs up. I hope that you will also consider subscribing before you go, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.